I'm Helgi. I'm working on Into the Woods. I'm going to use my binoculars and bug jar from my adventure kit to help me complete Into the Woods. I'm going to use the bug jar to collect insects, plants, and berries and whatever else I want. You can use the top as a magnifying glass and the bottom to see how big it is because it's a grid. I'm going to use the binoculars to identify different trees and animals in them. And they also come in a little pouch that you can connect to your belt. It's Velcroed, and you can wrap it around your neck like this.
Begin by visiting somewhere with different plants and trees, such as your local park, nature center, nursery, or farm. Discuss your findings with someone knowledgeable about plants and trees at the place you choose and explain how they are important to our ecosystem and environment. This will help you fulfill option 7. Or you can just take a walk around your neighborhood or even your own backyard and choose option 5 or 6 instead. For requirement 1, we must identify 2 different groups of trees and the parts of a tree. Requirement 2 tells us to identify 4 common trees and whether they are native to our area and how wildlife and animals use them. We will do the same thing for option 3, but identify 4 plants and what purpose animals use them. While we are identifying trees and plants, we can also make a list of things we see made of wood and how they are used for option 5. Or option 6, study the rings of a tree trunk and different barks of trees and what it does for a tree. There are 2 different types of trees, and we're going to start by identifying those trees. We found a lot of trees with many different shaped leaves that shed their leaves in the fall. They were definitely the most abundant in our neighborhood and at the park. We finally found a tree with pine needles. These trees keep their needles year-round. You may find these trees in your own backyard and neighborhood. All trees have these parts: roots, a trunk, branches, twigs, leaves, and a crown. You can also identify trees and plants by their leaves. Use your magnifying glass to get a closer look. And you can identify plants and trees by flowers that grow on them as well. Don't forget to record your findings. You can make imprints of leaves to identify later, or take samples of insects, leaves, and berries to look up on the internet later. Don't forget to identify useful things made of wood. Or to study the rings of a tree and barks of a tree on your adventure. Lastly, we need to complete requirement 4. Develop a plan to take care of a tree or plant and tell us how this will help the environment and its usefulness. We are developing a plan to take care of a sunflower from a previous experiment in Adventures in Science. We began with choosing a plant and researching its needs and buying the necessary items. Once we were done planting the seeds, we continued to water the plant daily, and we will eventually repot it into a larger pot. Lastly, we will replant outside. We will continue to care for the plant with full sunlight, plant food, and watering daily. Now we have completed Into the Woods. I hope you have fun on your adventure with your bug jar and binoculars too.